Good evening and welcome to Sunset News this Monday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, Namibia's former ambassador to Senegal, Elvis Shiweda, has landed in hot water after being accused by one of his employees at the Namibian embassy in Senegal of attempting to rape her in August last year. The alleged incident is said to have taken place outside the official residence of the ambassador when the victim was escorted out by Shiweda after being there with work. According to sources, Shiweda, after the allegations, denied any wrongdoing, saying he and the victim were romantically involved. In addition, Shiweda claimed the victim asked him to leave his wife and claimed that she was pregnant with his child. When contacted, he told Namibian Sun that he will not comment on the matter and referred the publication to the International Relations Ministry. He, however, vehemently denied having any romantic involvement with the victim. Sources further revealed to Namibian Sun that after the alleged sexual assault attempt, the victim took a 3-week leave of absence and sought psychological help. She further filed a claim with the then Minister of International Relations, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, who told the victim all embassies have their issues, subsequently dismissing the victim's concerns. Current MIRCO Minister Peya Moshelenga told Namibian Sun that since he is new in his position, he has not been briefed on the issue. I don't have enough information regarding this incident, so I'm not the right person to comment on this issue at the moment, Moshelenga said. Sources told the publication that following the victim's complaints to the ministry, both the victim and the ambassador were recalled from their positions. Additionally, a ministerial team was sent to Senegal to investigate the allegations. In our next story, a total of 707 suspects have been arrested in connection with rhino poaching from January 2023 to March this year, while a breakthrough has been made in the recent surge in rhino poaching cases this year. Of these, more than 700 suspects, 589 suspects are in custody / awaiting trial. 91 suspects have been convicted, 21 are on bail, and 5 have been released. 2 were acquitted and 1 is deceased. Environment Minister Pohamba Shifeta provided the statistics during his budget motivation for the 2024 to 2025 financial year. Shifeta said that the anti-poaching unit has made a breakthrough on the recent horrific poaching incidences in Etosha and private farms in which 28 rhinos have been poached this year. He said that arrests of 14 suspects have been made related to recent poaching incidences in Etosha National Park, and more will follow. This falls under the ministry's program for the protection and management of key species and natural habitats, for which an amount of $49 million has been allocated for the 2024 to 2025 financial year. This program refers mainly to monitoring and research to guide the sustainable conservation and management of species of high conservation. Shifeta said that a number of activities were implemented under this program during the 2023 to 2024 financial year. The ministry dehorned 700 rhinos to minimize rhino poaching in Namibia. Shifeta said that as a prerequisite for effective wildlife management, it conducted game counts in the north, central, and southern conservancies. A rhino block count was also conducted in Etosha National Park. Furthermore, he said that aerial surveys were conducted in Mangeti Game Park, Waterbeck Plateau Park, Nene Buffalo Camp, and Hadab Game Park. The ministry also conducted the Northwest Elephant Survey and the survey of the wetlands of northeastern Namibia. The city of Windhoek has announced that 2,209 pensioners have registered for the municipal debt relief program aimed at providing support to the citizens and vulnerable elderly population in Namibia. The registration started in early February this year and will end on the 15th of April 2024. However, City of Windhoek says they are considering an extension on the registrations. We are considering an extension to the registration, but a date will be communicated in due course. We are planning to trim down the number of registration points and only keep the Katutura one after the 15th of April, but more details will be communicated in due course, said City of Windhoek spokesperson Lydia Amutenya last week. Now, the debt relief program will allow pensioners to get 100% write-off on municipal debts which ended in November 2023. However, debt relief for non-pensioners and business owners will only amount to 50%, leaving many of these beneficiaries disgruntled. Disgruntled Sean Garisep from the Katutura Residents Committee told Namibian Sun that they plan to demonstrate against this decision and will host a press conference today to address the concerns of the Katutura residents. They are demanding the attendance of the Auditor General Junius Kanjeke, the Anti-Corruption Committee, and the Ombudsman Basilius Ndakuyuka, among others. Amutenya responded to these by saying that only council members can approve any right of decision, thus stretching out the matter further. After this short break, we'll be taking a look at our entertainment news. Jesus. Poet and host of the Vinyls Open Mic Night, Nesindano Namises, speaks on the new endeavor aimed at giving creatives a frequent platform of expression. Let's take a look.
I'm Nesindano, and I am one of the hosts for the Vinyls Open Mic. It happens twice a month, so you have two chances to come and join us. Sign up online on the Vinyls website, or simply come to the live show and sign up with one of our hosts. We are going to be here again on the 27th, so you can sing, you can do some poetry, you can dance. It's open mic. It's open.
It's all similar. Christ, the rise, Mass, the fall, Avanais, the rebirth. Ne ike asa hondra, this is nothing new, I call hondra, this is nothing strange. Ti sida tin, hiti kaisa adi klasa, and I'm realizing that we too can rise. I hold a go. I realize. Nesis de that also we are the beautiful reality that rises from the ground. So surface now, it is quite simple how the stories, the lives, the present, and this is no secret that we have been here before.
On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at our story of the day. Brazil's ambassador to Namibia, Vivian San Martin, has called for more trade between Namibia and the Southern American country, saying the two countries are neighbors separated only by the Atlantic Ocean. A delegation of Brazilian business people is in Namibia looking for trading opportunities. She further added that she sees a lot of opportunities for collaboration between Namibia and Brazil to develop green hydrogen industries. San Martin added that Brazil stands ready to help Namibia develop her oil resources owing to increased exploration for oil and gas off the Namibian coast. Brazil's ambassador to Namibia, Vivian San Martin, has called for more trade between the two countries. Let's take a look.
I'm not aware that there is a cooperation in place, but I would love to see it, and I have discussed this with authorities here. We have just to see how we can reach out and start talking to each other. Gas and oil, I think it was in the question as well. Well, Brazil has a long tradition of offshore drilling, and most of our oil comes from the sea, and Namibia is the same case. The main discoveries are offshore. So there's a plethora of services that can be offered to Namibia. All kinds of equipment and services, consulting, from our experience, from our industry. We are a leader in this, in offshore drilling and deep, very deep drilling. So this is just some of the examples that I can relate to. Because as late President Hage Geingob once observed, Brazil and Namibia are neighbors, only separated by the Atlantic. I believe that the Atlantic should rather link and connect us, and it's for that reason that I want to congratulate the organizer for this mission. Today, we will discuss the ideas and projects with partners here. I wish to thank, in that regard, Minister Ipumbo for her presence here, which honors us, and for her engagement, which is a clear demonstration that the political will to increase our trade relations is there. Tomorrow, the mission will be in Walvis Bay to meet with non-port authorities. As Namibia wishes to promote Walvis Bay and its corridors system as a major entry port for the Southern Africa hinterland, and as a world-class logistic hub, raising awareness about its advantages among Brazilian business and political leaderships is essential. If
In our community talk segment, we swing over to Walvis Bay, where NAMDOC employees have downed tools. On the other side of the break, we expand on this.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Hundreds of workers from NAMDOC in Walvis Bay have downed tools. They worked to the CEO Albertus Carico's office to demand answers. NAMDOC co-workers have made it categorically clear that this is a labor matter and not a political one when members of NEFF pitch up. The workers are seeking an audience with the CEO on various issues plaguing the workers. Some of the issues are that tea time has been shifted to 12:45 and forms part of their lunch hour, and fixed-term contracts need to be revised, amongst other issues. NAMDOC management stated its workers downing tools earlier this morning and confirmed that their bargaining unit is engaged in illegal industrial action. The company stated that no notice of such action was provided to management and that the procedures for industrial action is entrenched in the recognition agreement and the Labour Act have not been followed. Let's take a look.
Political parties to be part of this proceeding. We don't like it, and if they are here, please remove yourself before we see you. This is a labor matter. This is a labor matter. It's a labor matter, and we do not want political interference on this matter. We do not want it to be used for political popularism. Are we together? Yes. Yeah, please. Can you, security, please escort the comrade or the tate in the EFF? Please, can you go out? This is not a political thing. It's a labor matter. What is just there in front of you, colleagues? Otherwise, you're going to escort you ourselves.
The police are saying we must tell you to go back to work. We can't do that. You are not waiting for us to give you direction. We are paid by you. Who are we to say go to work? No, we don't have that power. No, from this meeting we go back home. The CEO, the CEO, and address you to say, guys, we are sorry. Go back to work until we are going to discuss all matters.
We have been waiting for him from 8 o'clock till now.
And what we want is the CEO to come and address you. How he's going to address you is not our basis. Yes, he must just start.
Good morning, NAMDOC employees. I have met with your representatives. I have agreed to meet them at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I would kindly ask you to go back to work, and we will resolve the issues at the 3 o'clock meeting. Thank you very much.
No.
Moving on, according to Economic News, Mvumba inaugurates Hyphen's meteorological mast. We expand on this on the other side of the break.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting into our economic news, President Nangolo Mvumba visited the Hyphen Angra Point Industrial Chemical Facility site in Luderitz, Karas region. The Hyphen Angra Point Industrial Chemical Facility site will, among others, house facilities for ammonia storage, water abstraction, and desalination. President Mvumba urged all the stakeholders involved in this project to work together, including the local authorities, regional authorities, and central government, to ensure that this project is realized.
What's very important is that this project it's a NAMPORT project where we are working very, very closely with NAMPORT to design effectively a port that is not just for ammonia but for multiple cargoes, so manganese, phosphate mining that is still proposed offshore, zinc, etc., because this is a multi-product terminal, and all of those commodities need to be accommodated through the same facility. And ultimately, this is a NAMPORT port. We are just going to be the accelerant of the establishment of that port. And that shows you a concept design of a rendering of what the facility could look like. So we're now going from the north to the south. So this is Angra Point in front of you, a big breakwater coming out to protect the vessels on the inward side from wave action, and then looking back towards that flat area. We were standing behind us, looking towards the ocean this morning. So this facility here, for example, this is a conveyor belt for loading manganese. It's not a facility for green energy. And these lines will continue to change, but this is just to give people a sense of the scale of infrastructure and footprint required in order to enable these projects.
It is good to have this type of experiences. It's regrettable that the biggest dream of all of us is no more here, because he understood clearly, President Geingob understood clearly what was coming, and he had it in his mind how it should look like. And the overall benefit the country will have. It will be a different country altogether, a different harbor, a different leadership. So all we can say is that let us, all of us, work together. Seriously, if the harbor people were, if I was told that this is part of their duties, they should have been here too, to experience this together with us. But nevertheless, all of us must work together, the local authority, the regional council, the regional leadership, and the national leadership. Those of you who are going to be assigned to this or who already assigned to this, the council, commissioner, we expect a lot from you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.47, against the euro at 20.17, against the US dollar at 18.62. 2 Namibian dollars and 57 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold, copper and platinum went up, while Brent crude oil went down, trading at 0.32%, going for $90.30 per barrel. Let's take a look at our international news. Britain's opposition leader Keir Starmer earlier today called on the government to publish its legal advice on the war in Gaza, which may affect the sale of arms to Israel. The government is under pressure to publish the latest guidance, while last week members of the British legal profession, including 3 former Supreme Court justices, called for the halt of arms exports to Israel, saying it could make Britain complicit in genocide in Gaza. Britain supplied $53 million of arms to Israel in 2022. In December, the government decided these exports should continue but will be kept under review. Starmer told reporters on Monday the conflict should end and the government should publish its legal advice for at least a summary of that advice so appropriate action could be taken in relation to the sale of weapons to Israel. Let's take a look.
Well, yesterday was the 6-month anniversary of this awful conflict, and we've seen the continual holding of hostages. We've seen 33,000 people killed in this conflict, many of them women and children. So we need the conflict to end. We need that ceasefire. On the question of arms sales, there's a legal test for when sales should be suspended. The government's got advice on that. And so what the government should do is to publish that legal advice, or at least a summary of it. They've published summaries before in response to the Houthi attacks. So publish that so we can all see it, and that appropriate action can then be taken in relation to the sale of arms.
And did you have your boy here 6 years ago?
No, I had my boy at City Hospital.
Advocate of it, so make a big difference to yourself. Sorry.
Claire, that's it. So I'm birthing people to use the NHS app, so our NHS is digital, and the birthing people.
Let's get into our weather predictions for tomorrow. Katima Mulilo can expect some showers along with Rundu. A minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius for Katima Mulilo and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius. Oshakati can expect a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy conditions. Hendy's Bay can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. Rehoboth can expect sunny weather with a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.